Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. I have two journals to share, and I used the same kit for both of these journals, but the inside of both journals are completely different. They both measure about 9 by 6. This one is about a 1.5 inch spine. This one's about 1.25 inch spine. Also, the cover colors are a little bit different. They're both kind of grungy, but this one's more of a blue, and this one has a little bit mixed of blue and some purple. And this is the cover for both of them. I did kind of the same idea with like a little collage with some papers and trims and things like that. But that's pretty much it. They're both different, so I'll just go ahead and start with this one here. So the information for the kit and everything else would be in the description down below. I did use a kit from, I believe it's Ink and Page on Etsy. The closure is a sari silk that I had. So this is the kit. I'm so sorry, I totally forgot what the kit was called. I can't quite remember what it is, but I'll link everything down below. I just really like the colors. They were dark, but I don't know, just something about the kit. So this journal here, this one's done in the Dutch store signature style with using the parchment paper. I did do some stamping. There's a ephemera that comes with a kit, and I used that. I also used some washi tape that I have from Amity Bloom. So this is her bloom tape. So as you can see, I added the functional boxes here and there, did a little bit of stamping, and then that's pretty much it. I just decorated with paper from the kit. I just added all kinds of different Dutch store styles to the signatures. I really like this kind of journal. It leaves room for those that like room to write or do what they wish. But also I love the layered look that it gives each page spread here. So there really wasn't much of a theme other than whatever the digital kit was. So it's kind of floral and kind of bookish, like study room. But I just loved it, and I love the washi tape with it as well. I'm trying to always include some kind of window element into the journals, if nothing more than for practice. But yeah, I really like to make these kind of journals. This is some washi that I bought. So this doesn't belong to any kit. But yeah. I forgot to count the pages, but like I said, I'll have everything linked in the description box. As well as the people who inspired me with these kinds of layouts. This is another window page, so both sides. So this is a horizontal style Dutch store setup. So that's how that looks. I just love the way it looks with all the layers. That's always fascinated me, but I've always enjoyed layers in a journal. I think I lean towards the visually aesthetically pleasing journal versus lots and lots of space. I really don't journal much. I've started to do a reading journal, but that doesn't require like a whole lot of writing space. I still want to decorate the pages in my reading journal. But yeah, I really enjoyed making this journal. I like these type of journals. and I hope you do too. This is one of my favorite layouts. I think I tend to include one of these in all of the ones I've made like this so far. But hopefully there's enough space where you can write if you want to write, you know, put pictures down if you'd like to do that, combination of both. And just honestly just enjoy the journal, and that's it. That's pretty much this one here. So I'll show you the other one. The other journal, like I said, is completely different. This is the other kind of journal style that I like to make. It includes using authentic, vintage and antique papers. I do like to use the digitals, but like this is what I call an obvious digital. But any other page that isn't the obvious digital is authentic. So this is a page from the 1700s. I use that as the front and the back end pages. And so this book, like I said, it's all made with authentic pages of the time. The only thing I did is I put a little bit of pockets here and there because it is mostly a naked journal, so it's not embellished. But I did add some pockets and tucks, and what I did is with the digital kit, I printed out some of the journaling cards like this, and I put them wherever a pocket or a tuck may be. That way it's not like glued onto the journal, and then that journal itself is made up of like vintage matte paper. This was like a scrapbook paper. There's different kind of ledger papers. There's a little tuck here from a book page. This flips out. This is all the authentic little tape. This was like a scrapbook paper. Well, this is paper, but from like a scrapbook, and they had glued down something once upon a time, but when I got the paper, all that was left was this tape residue. So here's a little belly band here. This is some vintage paper from Finland. This is like some kind of yellowish ledger paper. And every signature in the middle has a pocket with a ledger or some kind of journaling card. But like I said, it's not really embellished, so that whoever decides to buy it can embellish it however they'd like to. There's some ledger. This is vintage or maybe even antique onion skin paper. Some different kinds of book pages. Here's the other side to that tape residue scrapbook paper. And even the book pages are all in different languages. There's a little tuck. These were notes from some kind of, you know, secret society meeting or something. I don't know. From the 1920s. Here's some ledger paper. Here's a little tuck made from this vintage little flashcard. Little, I think this is Finnish as well. Journal, or ledger, not journal. With a pocket here. All different kinds of ledgers and different dates. That's 1913. This is more onion skin. This is, I think, what they call like rag paper. This is like one of my favorite type of antique paper. Here's another journaling card. Tuck behind that. Some more ledger, book pages. The other side to all of that, I really love the penmanship and all these antique and vintage papers. Oh, they're so good, so beautiful. I think this one's Finnish as well. This is a little flip. More antique writing. Again, the other side of, you know, secret society meeting notes. Oops, I dropped something off my table. Again, I don't really know what dates everything is, but this says 1938. This flips out. 1920, made a tuck from that page. More paper. Here's another piece of that kind of yellow ledger. Another pocket here with a card. different kinds of ledger. This is a card catalog from a library, or once upon a time before the digital world you would look up books using the card catalogs and it'll tell you where in the library they were located. Beautiful writing on ledger. My book page. This is a flip out, but this is a receipt from 1860 something. New York insurance. It's like on some kind of onion skin or bound tracing paper type. More of that page. Here is more. Here's a piece of ledger with writing on it, and this sticker was on it when I bought it. I don't know if it's authentic to it or not. I haven't a clue. It looks like it's closer to our time than when this was written, but it was part of the ledger, so I left it on there. More beautiful digi pictures. And then more ledger, 1896 on this one. So there's a variety of 1800s, 1900s, like early to mid 1900s. See, this is 1924. And like I said, there's a couple pieces from the 1700s as well. And I believe this page here, the book is from 1728. Okay, we're almost done. This flips out. And there's pages here. Okay, we are done. So that's the second one. So again, two different styles of journals, or anyone who likes those styles. I like them both, and many other styles of journals. To me, it's just fun to make them. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, the links will be in the description box, and I'll see you soon.